Our New Testament lesson today comes from the 21st chapter of Luke. This was a time, actually the day after the triumphal entry, where he and his disciples went back into Jerusalem the next morning, and Jesus was teaching in the temple. And as he came out, the disciples were marveling at the grandeur of the temple, the huge white stones, many of them plated in gold. And Jesus told them that there would come a day soon that not one of those stones would be left on top of one another. And today we can actually see the remnants of those stones as the temple 40 years later in 70 AD was torn down by the Romans and cast down into the Kidron Valley. So Jesus is telling them, much like Daniel, that we should watch out for things to come. And so most of the chapter there in Luke 21 is in regard to the things that would occur at the end of the days. And we're going to pick it up in verse 34, where he tells his disciples this: "But watch yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness and cares of this life, and that day come upon you suddenly like a trap, for it will come upon all who dwell on the face of the whole earth. But stay awake at all times, praying that you may have strength to escape all these things that are going to take place and to stand before the Son of Man."